Hey guys, it's Alex here, or Jesus, whichever one you know me by, because I grew up being called by two different names. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly introduce myself for those of you that don't really know me. But I'm 20 years old. I live in a small town or city on the Central Coast of California. It's absolutely gorgeous here, you know. The one thing I do have to complain about is the weather. Because you can wake up and it'll be like 40 degrees outside, and by 10 o'clock it will be 80 degrees, and you will want to be sitting by the AC. It's crazy, but you'll grow to love it eventually. So I just want to do a quick 10 facts about me. That way you guys get to know me a little better. Hopefully I can continue with the channel. You know, I'm only really doing this right now because I'm out of a job because the place that I worked at just went out of business. And two, I just think it'll be fun to make videos, be heard a little bit, and yeah. So before we get started, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully things will go well for me. Anyways, number one, my favorite YouTubers. Definitely gonna have to go ahead and say David Dobrik, Mark and Ethan, and Liza, Gabby, Good Mythical Morning, them, just them in a little nutshell. There's quite a few more, but those channels right there are the ones that really have gotten my attention. You know, you have David and Liza, they make comedy videos, and Gabby kind of makes like stories, and she's funny, and she talks about other serious things. Mark and Ethan, they are a gay couple, which I will get into maybe in a later video. They're daily vlogs, and Good Mythical Morning. They're just funny. I love them. I think they're awesome. Number two, what do I do? Well, currently right now, like I said earlier, I am out of a job, so I am looking for a job as soon as possible, only because adulting sucks and paying bills sucks. Anyways, so right now I just kind of go to school and home and kind of help my parents out with whatever needs to be done around the house, or they need me to run errands for them. But that's mainly it for now, at least. Anyways, number three, pets. Well, I'm not your typical person, so let's see. I got a parrot, two parakeets, two fish tanks, a tortoise, a frog, a leopard gecko, two guinea pigs, and two dogs. Yeah, I have a problem. But at least it's safe to say that I take care of them all. I used to work in a pet shop, if I didn't already mention that. Anyways, those are just some of my pets. You know, a lot of people that come to my house, my friends, they say, you know, how do you have time for all this? Well, the biggest thing that I think that really comes in handy for me is that no matter what time I go to bed at, it could be 5 in the morning, 6:30, 4, 3 in the morning, whatever time it is, I always wake up at 7 a.m. Always. And I'll wake up and I won't even be tired. I can go to bed 6:50, 10 minutes before 7 a.m. and I'll be totally fine in 10 minutes, and I just carry on about my day. But since I wake up at 7, I usually get up and I start my day by taking care of my animals. Like I said, I have two fish tanks. They're both in my room, so I just make sure that their lights are on and my fish are fed. And you know, my guinea pigs, I make sure that they have hay, water, and food. I make sure my birds have food and water. Make sure my dogs have food and water. My leopard gecko has food and water. You know, etc., etc. Basic needs. But I love all my animals, all my pets. No, I don't name any of them except my dogs. They have names, but everyone else, is parrot, parakeet, guinea pig, gecko, frog, whatever. Um, Number 4, what I do for fun. Well, I read and I play video games, and every now and then I'll go out with my friends. I'm kind of crazy, but I rather stay in than go out. And when I go out, I rather go out, to have dinner or to Starbucks or go study with a friend. Um, yeah, I mean, there's really not much to do around where I live. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That there is not very much to do. You gotta either travel 30 minutes north or an hour south to go and do something fun. Let's see, there's a beach like maybe 15 minutes by here, but it's not the best beach, so not very many people go. There is a mission, there's a couple parks, you can go on a hike, but for the most part, there's not very much to do. The main thing that I do for fun is I play video games. My favorite video game is hands down Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. I play a lot of Call of Duty Zombies. If you want to add me on PlayStation, I'll leave my gamer tag in the description, so that way go ahead and add me and we can play sometime. Um, Number 5, high school. I just graduated in 2016 from my high school, obviously. Um, High school was fun. Definitely was fun. The set group of friends that I had, and you know who I'm talking about if you're listening to this or watching this. Um, I couldn't have picked a better group of friends that I had in high school. They were awesome. They were great. I loved them. Like every group of friends, you have your ups and downs, your drama and things that go on, but we're not going to get into that. Yeah, but for the most part, I loved it. I loved high school. I was part of one particular program at my school because we have an aquarium there, and I'm super, super, super glad that I did that because I met a lot of great people. I got to do so many great things, got to do so many things, got given so many opportunities to do things. Honestly, that's one thing that I absolutely loved and will never, ever forget about it. But if I had to redo one thing, would definitely be my junior year. My junior year, I messed up. I completely just messed around, didn't really care about my grades, just straight. Basically, my junior year was basically straight C's and D's, and I had like 2 A's, which was in English and that aquarium class. I didn't really put forth an effort because, I didn't think that, because at that point in time, I didn't really think I was going to go to university. But it wasn't until my senior year that I saw everyone to apply, and I was like, you know what, I think this is what I want to do. But because of that, I suffered the consequences, and I now live at home. Which isn't a bad thing, but I'll get into that in a little bit. Anyways, number 6, what I'm majoring in. So, like I said, not that long ago, because of my junior year that I messed up, I didn't get to go to the school of my choice, which is Chico State. Only because, like I said, my grades. I didn't get to go. So I attend the community college here in my little town or city, whatever. And I'm glad that I did, or that I'm going there, only because had I went to one of the schools of my choice, it would have been bad. Only because I ended up switching majors once. Yeah. I originally wanted to go in as a small business administration major, but I ended up switching it to biological sciences. I love science. I think science is the most interesting thing in the world. It's like some people think literature and English is amazing. People love math, art. I personally think science is amazing. I love messing around with the chemicals and seeing what you get, you know, reactions, doing, you know, chemistry, balancing equations, and doing formulas. You know, sometimes it gets a little difficult, but you know, just the fact that with science, you're never really wrong, and you can kind of just mess around and do a bunch of things. So, yeah, I'm majoring in biological sciences, which so far has been pretty good, pretty fun. I love it. Hopefully, transferring out soon to either UC Santa Cruz or Chico State. Number 7, my favorite music. I can't really pick one. I'm a music whore. I listen to everything, except like gospel and stuff in that area. You know, I just recently went to a concert with my cousin. She's my best friend. I love her to bits and pieces. She really, really loves Motionless in White, and she was lucky enough to get us some VIP tickets to go see them. It was amazing. You know, even though it's not my scene, it it's not the music that I listen to on a day-to-day basis. I used to a lot in high school. That was my emo phase or whatever. But yeah, it was great. I loved it. But the music I really listen to is more of like indie, alternative, soft rock, I guess. Um, Absolutely love Coldplay, The Fray, Train. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Wallows, but I absolutely love those bands. They're amazing. Hopefully going to see them soon, whenever they decide to go on tour or something. But yeah, that's absolutely my favorite music. I think right now my favorite song is currently Amsterdam by Coldplay. If you guys haven't heard it, definitely listen to it. It's not for everyone, obviously, but yeah, that is the kind of music that I listen to. Number 8, my favorite food. Hands down, Thai food. I love Thai food, especially curry. It's amazing. And it's kind of crazy because I only just started eating it like about a year ago because my coworker introduced me to it. You know, before I would see it, like some people eat it, and I'm like, oh my god, like that stuff's really spicy. You know, I'd never eat it. I like spicy stuff, but I think too much spice kind of kills it. But once I tried it, it was awesome. Yellow curry is absolutely amazing, and if you haven't tried it, try it. Um, my daily life, number 9. So, like I said earlier with my pets, I'm up at 7 a.m. I make sure that all my pets are good to go for the day. They have food and water. Make sure, like my leopard gecko has a shedding box. I make sure that it's kind of moist in there for him to go in so he can shed. I make sure that my frog has water and crickets to eat. My frogs, I meant my fish, my bad. I make sure that my fish, their filter's going, that their heater's working, that their lights are working. You know, make sure my dogs have food and water. Make sure that one of my dogs took his pill. You know, all that. Make sure my guinea pigs have hay, food and water. But that's just the beginning of my day. After that, I kind of just get ready for the day, you know, take a shower, eat breakfast, get ready, do whatever I have to do. Um, if I'm not doing anything, I'm usually just at home, either reading a book, playing video games, doing chores, cleaning, just basic everyday stuff. I don't really do anything interesting, you know. If I have to go to work, I'll go to work. If I have to go to school, I'll go to school. But other than that, nothing really interesting. I mean, just kind of laid back, kick back. But yeah, number 10, finally. What I want out of this channel, well, I don't really know yet. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I'm just making these videos because why not? I thought it would be fun. I thought it would be cool. You know, a couple of my friends are doing it. You know, I think it's awesome. I think it's a way to definitely be heard. And I don't know exactly what I want my channel to be. I was thinking, you know, talking about certain things that go on, or like talking about video games, reviewing stuff, but I don't really know. So for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I'm doing it for fun, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Anyways, guys, that was 10 facts about me. Hopefully, you guys liked it. Thank you for watching. Uh, Going out on a limb here and say go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. If I can get this to 10 likes, I'll possibly post a video next week. Hopefully, you guys liked it, and peace.